Some states are taking action against the new federal tax law to make sure as many Americans as possible receive benefits. The new tax law puts a $10,000 cap on state and local deductions. Previously, there was no limit. 4 states and Washington, D.C. have the highest average deduction claims. Alex Wagner spoke with one family in New Jersey about the financial uncertainty. Good morning, Alex.
Good morning. 30% of Americans itemize their deductions, but part of Republicans' tax reform now limits the amount that can be deducted. That may mean higher taxes and a lot of confusion for some families.
There's times where, yes, we do feel like we are swimming upstream a little bit.
Diana and Jeff Knight live in New Providence, New Jersey, with their 3 children.
Here you go.
With major changes to the tax code, including a new limit on state and local tax or SALT deductions, they worry about their long-term financial security.
In some regards, we make less now than we made 3 years ago. When there's the potential for more money to be leaving your pocket, obviously that is going to raise concern for you.
The Knight family's annual deduction claims are about $18,000, near the New Jersey state average.
The kids are getting bigger. We'd love to do an addition on the house because we need space.
If we consider expanding on the house, then that also means that our property taxes would increase.
With a cap on SALT deductions, millions of Americans may end up seeing a tax increase, and lawmakers are considering different ways to help them.
New York will pay an additional $14 billion.
In New York, Governor Andrew Cuomo is considering revamping payroll taxes to help offset the burden on individual taxpayers. One plan would lower wages, and employers would then pay the income difference to the state as a payroll tax on the employee's behalf. A bill being proposed in California would allow taxpayers to make charitable donations to a specific fund in exchange for an 85% tax credit. Georgetown law professor Brian Gayle says that option might work in Washington, D.C., where the annual average deduction claim is more than $16,000 a year.
If you would have been able to deduct $16,000 and the new federal cap only allows you to deduct $10,000, you would donate $6,000.
The Trump administration says states should give their own tax cuts instead of working around federal tax law. But for many of these states, slashing taxes is not an option. New Jersey, for example, is already more than $100 billion in debt.
Do you want the OMG?
For the moment, families like the Knights must wait. There's a contention that this is going to be a great thing for everybody.
Hopefully it won't be too much of a hit, and perhaps we could benefit, but down the line, I'm not so sure about that.
Part of California's proposal has been passed by the state Senate and is awaiting a vote by the state assembly. And New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut are planning to sue the federal government over the new cap. It is not a coincidence that a lot of these states that may be hardest hit are blue coastal states that did not go for Donald Trump.
Yeah. Really interesting. It's not over.
It is not over. A lot of development on the tax horizon.
Thank you, Alex.
Thanks, guys.